very important step. There we go. All right. So we're not streaming, but I do need to make sure I am recording, and that's okay. Okay. The hell? Oh, no, it's fine. I think. No. Maybe? Yeah, should be fine. I hope. All right. Anyway. Greetings and salutations. My name is MichaelSchwahn, and welcome to the channel. We have some more reaction content for you, and today we are checking out Stasis Bone Totem. So this is very similar to the Saint Kotar trailer that we just checked out a few days ago, in that it is an isometric point-and-click adventure game that is horror-themed, and I didn't realize that these types of games existed at all, but yet here we are seeing another one almost immediately. And apparently games like this existed before. Not that, that's something that seems out of the realm of possibility or reality or anything like that. It's just surprising to me because I think of more fun adventures when I think of point-and-click adventure games, primarily things like Monkey Island style games, right? Rather than this. So this isn't actually the first Stasis game. There's a game called Stasis. It's a point-and-click adventure survival horror game that came out in 2015, and I don't really know anything about it. It flew completely under my radar, and it wasn't until this game started like bouncing around a little bit that I even realized that that other game even existed. This is technically, by all rights, Stasis 2, but they're just calling it Stasis Bone Totem instead, which is perfectly fine. It's just what it is. So we have the reveal trailer from September of last year, and then the teaser, which came out earlier this year. Don't know how close this game is, but it seems to be super indie, which is not bad at all, but let's go and get started.
What the? Oh my god.
Charlie, what is that?
A corpse. A lovely, lovely corpse. It's getting louder. You know, it's interesting because that little, like, pre-rendered cutscene was pretty good quality. And then you watch her, like, weird balance arms. I realize that we do that, but it looks interesting from afar. Ugh, the environment and atmosphere in here is delightful. So cheery. Do you play as a mole man? Are we getting Beyond Good and Evil 2 in this well before we ever actually think we're getting Beyond Good and Evil? Oh! Well, ain't that just lovely? Man, this is gonna be a teaser? That reveal trailer, I feel like it showed us a lot, but don't mind me, continue on. Okay, we're seeing some more of the UI here, the different tools that they've picked up. Ew. Alright. I feel like there's a lot more detail in the environments and the presentation here compared to what we saw a couple of days ago with Saint Kotar. Different studios, different budgets, different, teams and talents and stuff like that, of course, but Yeah, a lot more powerful presentation just as a whole. Damn. Okay, do we have... So I already have the Steam page up for this. So this says this is supposed to come out Q1 of next year. So we should be seeing it in the next 6 months or so. And there actually is a demo available to play for it. It does make me curious, though, what the first game looks like. Stasis. Yeah, 2015. This is it right here. So Stasis came out August 31st, 2015. Mostly positive reviews, 78% out of 1,144 reviews. It's $10. That's pretty good. And it looks like it has a very, very similar style and approach. So you could probably play this and have a pretty good idea of what you're getting into with Stasis Bone Totem. But now that poses one additional question, which is how long is it? Let's just give ourselves the full batter of information here. So Stasis is approximately 7 to 8 hours long, depending on your approach to it. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I like it. I'm definitely say I'm way more interested in this one than I am Saint Kotar, because I liked the presentation, like the actual art direction of Saint Kotar, but I didn't feel like they showed off enough of an actual game. And that's what made me so questioning of how in the world are you going to do a point-and-click adventure game that is this horror experience? Because point-and-click adventure games, for the most part, are slower, right? Like, because you need to take the time to walk around and look around and see what you can find in the environment, and, you know, see what you can click on that you may or may not have seen yet or missed or something like that, waiting, you floating your cursor around the screen until, you know, something lights up or something like that. And so it was like, I don't know how you do that, because you can make things grotesque, right, in a horror experience, which is fine, and it is a form of horror in terms of gore, but it doesn't always... I don't know. Gore doesn't scare me, so I don't think of it as horror. It can gross me out. I'd be like, oh, God, that's disgusting. But it doesn't horrify me. And so oftentimes they can, you know, put anxiety into the game, pressure you, you know, tighten down, like make you get chased by something, or make it where it's like you're on a time limit or anything like that, right, where it's pressured. And those might be, I guess, more thriller type aspects over something like that's necessarily not required in horror, but it's just kind of where my brain sits at. And I still don't see how they're doing that here. They definitely give an uncomfortable tone in this, which is good. Like, that still works. Making me uncomfortable, I'm perfectly fine with. But in terms of horror, I feel like this is definitely giving me a much better vibe for that specific purpose than Saint Kotar was. And I don't necessarily think that they're fair comparisons. They're just the only comparisons that I have, especially since we watched both of them so immediately recently. But yeah, so that's Stasis Bone Totem. I would love to hear from you, especially if you played the first game. If you played Stasis back when it came out in 2015 or in the time since then, please leave your thoughts down in the comments below. And if you haven't, let me know where you're sitting on this game. If you're interested in checking out the demo for this game, or maybe playing the first game, where you feel like a point-and-click adventure horror game could sit and exist. It seems like people are trying, and I'm not against it. It's just an interesting prospect to me. So one more time, please leave your thoughts down in the comments below. If you want to keep up the conversation elsewhere, two great places to do so are Discord and Twitter. And speaking of Discord, we actually have a channel dedicated to these reactions where you can place links of your own that we watch together live on stream, because we do stream 4 days a week: Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Sunday, and I would love to see you there. If you enjoyed this video, please leave it a like. If you want to catch future videos, please subscribe to the channel. And if you do go watch one of the other videos on the channel, or if I see you in the live stream, thank you and enjoy. Does this work? No. It did not work. Is the Stream Deck open? does this even work? No. It's fine. Huh. Oh. Oh. All right. Dun, dun, dun. Ow. On to the next one. All right. I did not tell you to play. I told you to full screen. Those are not the same thing. This one. Greetings and salutations. My name is MichaelSchwahn and welcome to the channel. We have some more reaction content for you, and today we are looking at The Fold Ingression. This is a first-person thriller game, although with the little screenshots I've seen, including our nice little picture that we have here, I definitely say that it's there's probably some horrific elements in it as well. I don't know if it's along the lines of a walking simulator or if there's some level of interaction to it, but we'll find out together. I do know that this is the very first game from this studio, who's Oddver Studios. As I was gathering stuff for this reaction, I was looking into it, and this is their first project, so we will get to judge the fruits of their initial labors. I've also pulled up the Steam page so we can look at that as well. We have 2 trailers, though, so far for The Fold Ingression, which is its teaser trailer 1 Redux. It's a Redux because they actually put the initial teaser trailer out like a year or 2 ago, but they've since kind of changed the logo and the branding and some of the actual ways that lighting and stuff works within the game, so they remade the exact same trailer, just with the new updated presentation, and then I believe it's a gameplay trailer? It is a gameplay trailer, which is great. That's what we love to see. All right, but I'll stop yapping, and we'll take a look at what this game might actually be.
You should not be here, Father. Hey, hey, hey!
I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure there's nothing to worry about.
Please have her.
Yeah, like I said, I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure there's nothing that you need to worry about at all. Everything is perfectly fine. Okay, let's get a better idea of what the game actually looks like, though. I mean, it's a pretty concerning picture. Game seems so loud. When a potential... Wait.
Nobody's been here for a while.
What? What did you say? Alpha gameplay footage not fully representing the final game. That's fine. When a potentiality enters into actuality. Okay.
Seems nobody's been here for a while.
Excuse you? Don't go in there.
Mind is lost.
Oh, no!
Not normal.
This is not normal. Yeah. Everything else you saw, you were like, that's fine. Perfectly normal. All the way up until my hand changed. Oh. Okay. I see you.
Senses may drown. Carrions remain.
So, the first thing that I'll say is that, like, this was cool, right? Like, this little moment where he, I'm gonna turn the volume down. So, this little moment where he, like, puts his hands up and uses his eldritch powers to clearly do some sort of puzzle within the lock. That's cool. The concern that I have actually the most was looking at this section right here. He's got these 3 enemies, right? And he shoots something at one of them and then is able to, like, I don't know, contain its soul down. This just looked a little clunky. And that's my largest concern, is that they did add a form of combat into the game, which isn't bad, and it is okay even if the combat is simple. My concern mostly is that it looks like it might be a bit clunky, but we're going to be able to find out soon. Q4 2022. I do know we already have the Steam page up. Do we have anything for it? It doesn't have an actual release date or a demo or anything in here, so nothing major at this point in time. Let's see if there's anything else. Looks like just screenshots of mostly what we just saw. I will say that things that involve a psychological element to them, to where, like, you can't trust your own eyes, like when the hallways change around on you and stuff, that just immediately puts me on to, like, an unsettled level. And Lovecraftian horror elements. It seemed very obvious with the giant tentacle hand reaching up out of the water to consume the building beneath it. You're a young temp exterminator at the ancient Icarod Stave Church. Tread carefully and stay vigilant as you unearth the secrets of this place and face unexpected horrors. Let me tell you what, bro, okay? Like, if your hand looks like this, it's already too late. Like, you're not surviving anymore. You're going to get to play the game. You're going to get to go along on the adventure. But this isn't normally something that you get to walk away from. But, you know, that is what it is. It can be however you feel about it. This says gameplay trailer 1. Q4 2022 means that we have at least 3 months-ish until we're seeing it. Because the quarters are really weird, right? Like, Q4 means that it's like, what is Q4? It's like December to February or something like that, the way that those work. Because the quarters are not just, it's not October, November, December, right? For actual, like, company quarters and stuff like that. So this means that we probably won't see it right away. They still have some time to work on it. My biggest concern, I would like to see a gameplay trailer 2, and in that gameplay trailer 2, I want to see a little bit more of a presentation of how that combat works. On the idea that it's something that we will have to do semi-regularly. If it's a 1 or 2 off or even 3 off encounter, I don't expect this game to be very long. 10 hours at the absolute maximum. But if it's just a couple of moments where you have to deal with that, and if they're more puzzle-like than actual combat, then I don't care as much. My concern is that if it's something that we do regularly and it's as clunky as it looks, then I might be a bit more concerned about it as a product. But otherwise, I think the presentation's really good. I know that some people are getting to be very tired of Lovecraft, and I understand. I do, because I feel like it's one of the easiest go-to things for a lot of new ventures within storytelling and game design. We've seen so many games exist within the Lovecraftian world, essentially, and it makes me, wonder a few different things, because, like, obviously you could do something different, you could do something unique or on your own, but then the concern is like, there are the people that are worn out by it, but then there's also the people that are drawn to it. So it might be a bit of a double-edged sword there, where it has the potential to push people away out of oversaturation, but also net you some extra sales you might not have, because people are willing to go for something that they know. I don't know. I don't think I'm over it yet, but I definitely see just how much of it is continuously being pushed forward towards the horror genre. And I think that there is plenty of space to explore other avenues beyond just Lovecraftian design. But that's my take. But what are your thoughts? I would love to hear from you. What are your thoughts on the Fold Ingression, on Lovecraft as a setting, and just this game as a whole, and how are you feeling towards it? Leave your thoughts down in the comments below. I would love to hear from you. If you want to keep up the conversation elsewhere, two great places to do so are Discord and Twitter. And speaking of Discord, we actually have a channel dedicated to these reactions where you can place links of your own that we can check out together live on stream, because we do stream 4 days a week, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Sunday, and I would love to see you there. If you enjoyed this video, please leave it a like. If you want to catch future videos, please subscribe to the channel. And if I do see you in one of those other videos, or if I see you in the live stream, thank you and enjoy. One more. Ow. Ow. I noticed that the desktop audio wasn't coming through, but it was coming through the mic stuff, which is concerning. OBS, what are you doing? What are you doing? All right, anyway. Greetings and salutations. Wait. There we go. Greetings and salutations. My name is MichaelSchwahn, and welcome to the channel. We have some more reaction content for you, and today we are checking out Routine. And this is a first-person horror game, which is perfectly fine, but I was surprised because the trailer that I currently have up on the screen for the sake of our little our picture here is from Summer Games Fest 2022, and I was like, oh, that looks kind of cool. I liked the couple of screenshots that I saw. Let's grab it, throw it in the list. But before I start these reactions, I like to do them as complete as possible. So I pulled up Routine and I got this trailer, and then I was like, well, let's see. This is the official reveal trailer, but that's Summer Games Fest. That was like 3 months ago because I'm way behind. Let's see if there's been anything else that's been announced or shown off in the time since then. And sometimes we get to see a story of a game, right? And not just a game in terms of like the story that it's going to give you, but the game leading up to where it is today. And Routine is probably one of the most interesting ones I've come across, because the first trailer that I found, which from what I can tell is its initial reveal trailer, was from August 2012. This game was first showed off over 10 years ago, and I was like, wow, that's Whew! And I was like, is it still the same game? And not in this video, but in this one, which is a gameplay trailer from 2013, there are comments about from when this re-reveal trailer at Summer Games Fest talking about coming back to these old trailers, be like, I remember when they showed this off. I can't believe it's finally making it. And I was like, man, I thought I've been waiting a long time for some games. Here you are with a game that I had never heard of until just a couple of months ago. And sure enough, here we are, and apparently this game is getting closer. I really hope, for the sake of everyone that's been waiting on this game a really long time, that there's some sort of date or release window information in this trailer, but we'll find out. But for the sake of truly joining the ranks and masses of this game's history, even though the game isn't out yet, we're gonna start all the way back on that 2012 trailer, and let's see what it looked like 10 years ago. By the way, this trailer is in 720p. Hopefully on this compressed down by YouTube it looks okay, because it's fuzzy for me. Fuzzy's being polite, actually. That said, it's a long time ago, okay? The PlayStation 4 wasn't out yet. Was it? No. 2012? I don't think so. Or it had just been, or it had like just come out. I don't think it was out yet. Pretty sure the PlayStation 4 is like 2014. 2013, they were ambitious. Lunar Software. Okay, that little reveal trailer didn't show us anything. So this is a gameplay trailer, okay? From 2013. From 2013. Again, still in majestic 720p. Majestic 720p. Man, the camera wobble on those steps is rough. I'm getting some Surge vibes. If anyone's played the Surge. I cannot understand anything bro here is saying. At all. But that's okay. Excuse me. They have an interesting peak mechanic of some sort. I'm glad they looked over too. Rude. You can interface with quite a bit of stuff. Like, I feel like you could have interfaced with that computer back there. The peaking is interesting. Like, it definitely just kind of looks like a Rainbow Six peak, but it's... Oh, you can interface with it. Nice. But it's not the same, right? It's not the same as, like, just leaning. It definitely looks like they're sneaking and leaning around a corner to peek. Much more than just the leans that you see in FPS games. Oh, shit. It didn't work. Run. I don't like elevators. They really like their little corner peak. I think they're very proud of it. That said, it looks good. Like, it definitely looks like you're going like this. Like, it looks good. I can't see shit. Oh. Great. I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it's nothing. Yep, I heard it. I didn't like it. It made my butt clench up real hard. Ooh. Oh, no. All right. So, we're going to keep rolling because there's more. So this is the release date trailer from 2016. Something tells me that they never made this release date. Just getting a vibe, right? All right, let's see. Although this is 3 years later, so a lot should have changed. I can already see a visual quality difference. Mind you, we're actually in 1080 now instead of 720. Oh. Oh no. Oh, Jesus. Oh, no. Don't do it, Robo-Man. Not my head. Oh. Holy shit. March 2017. That never happened, did it? That never happened. Oh, man. So this was 2 years ago. 2020. I'm still waiting for this game. All right. And now, 6 years even after that trailer, today at the Summer Games Fest 2 months ago, in full 4K, 2 generations of video games later, what does routine look like now? If this is an engine, it looks really good. Oh yeah, that's a huge difference. Holy crap. I don't like that sound. This looks a lot. This looks good. It already looked good before, but man, the quality step up here. That's a cool looking effect. Oh shit! Oh no! I don't like that face. Yeah, it looks pretty good. It looks pretty good. Ooh, it says Game Pass. Look at my Game Pass. That said, it still doesn't say anything at all about when. Routine game. It's on Steam. Does it have a window on it? No, it doesn't. Release date is to be announced. Have they released anything else? Okay, so the studio. Oh, this is Raw Fury Games. This is not Lunar Software. When I clicked on Lunar Software, it took me to Raw Fury Games. That's not the same, guys. That's not what we were looking for. It still does not have any type of idea of when it's going to come out. Developer Lunar Software. Have they released? Your website says lunar-software.squarespace.com. My word, you are so indie. I love it. There are 3 of you. Man. Okay. How long have you 3, presuming that you 3 this whole time have been working on it together, how long have you 3 been working on this game? Because, my sweet lord, we are extremely happy to be back building routine from the ground up and working with the amazing people at Raw Fury. So what that tells me is that this game got abandoned at some point. Well, quite some time ago, and then recently was reinvigorated, which is crazy. The game was first announced a decade ago. Mick Gordon is doing the soundtrack? Oh! That's awesome. Okay, congratulations. My interest just went from an 8 to a 9. Man, all right. You guys, I don't know what deal you made or who you talked to, but you got Raw Fury and Microsoft backing you now. And it's clear you guys definitely have a very strong and defined vision. This whole time, it's a 10-year journey, right, already. The game's not even out yet. It might end up being an 11, a 12, a 13-year journey from when we first saw this game to when it gets released. And for the people that are making it, it's probably closer to a 15-year journey. And that is one thing that's been very obvious the whole time, is that they knew what they wanted to make. They had a vision, and the vision was very clear. Even from watching these, it was evident they knew what they wanted to make. And it seems like before they were missing the tools, the time, and the resources to do it. And hopefully now they have the tools, the time, and the resources. It looks like they got money, they got support, they got backing, they got, I mean, it's going to be on Game Pass, which means that they probably got Microsoft money helping fund its creation. I don't know anything about Raw Fury, but it looks like they got a publisher, which I'm guessing they didn't have a publisher before. They were just working in-house. So very significant difference in what we're seeing here. But it's still definitely the same blood on the core of this machine. And it looks great. I'm very excited for it. I wish we had a better idea of when it was going to be here. I understand why we don't, but that was awesome. That was cool. I like it. Hopefully everyone else does too, because that got put on the list. That looks sick. But what did you think? Let me know what your thoughts are on routine. Have you been following this game? Are you one of the people that saw it 10 years ago and you're like, I've been here all along? Or are you discovering it for the first time just now? Let me know. I'd love to hear from you in the comments down below. If you want to keep up the conversation elsewhere, 2 great places to do so are Discord and Twitter. And speaking of Discord, we have a channel dedicated to these reactions where you can place links of your own that we can check out together live on stream, because we do stream 4 days a week, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Sunday, and I would love to see you there. If you enjoyed this video, please leave it a like. If you want to catch future videos, please subscribe to the channel. And if you go watch one of the other videos on the channel, or if I see you in the live stream, thank you and enjoy. All right, and we should be able to stop recording.